So you're all in on solar power, right? Which means you know your batteries are basically the heart of your entire system. But what happens when that heart starts to, weaken? Today, we're going to tackle a super frustrating problem: how to revive a dying tubular battery. And maybe more importantly, how to stop it from happening in the first place.
I mean, does this sound familiar? You've had a perfect day of sun. Your inverter is screaming 100% charged. But then, just a couple of hours after sunset, poof, everything goes dark. It's a massive headache. And trust me, you are definitely not the only one dealing with this.
And check this out. This quote from a user really just hits the nail on the head. They did what sounds totally logical, right? Their battery's water was low, so they topped it up with distilled water. Simple. But afterward, boom, their backup time just plummeted. This is such a common mistake, and figuring out why this happens, well, that's the key to the whole thing. All right, so before we start throwing fixes at the wall to see what sticks, we gotta understand what's actually going wrong inside that big old battery. The real solution, the one that's actually gonna work, starts with identifying the root cause. And you know what? More often than not, it all comes down to one single critical component. Okay, so say hello to the electrolyte. This stuff isn't just battery water. Nope, it's a very specific mix of sulfuric acid and water, and it's what lets the electricity actually flow. And here's the big flashing red light. If this fluid level drops too low and you just keep on using the battery anyway, you can do some serious, and I mean sometimes irreversible, damage to its performance. And this right here is where so many people, just like that user we mentioned, make a massive mistake. Look, if the fluid is just a little bit low, topping it up with distilled water, that's perfect. You're doing the right thing. But if that battery has gone completely, totally dry, just adding water isn't going to cut it. Why? Because you've lost the acid part of the mix. You have to refill it with a brand new electrolyte solution. Getting this one thing wrong is like a super fast track to a battery that just doesn't perform. Okay, so now that we get the problem, let's talk about the good stuff, the potential solutions. The source material actually lays out 4 different ways you can try to bring that battery back from the brink. All right, here are your 4 main paths, and they kind of range from getting the pros involved to rolling up your sleeves and doing it yourself. First up, you can just take it to a professional for a complete fluid swap. Easy. Second, you could find a good battery tech and ask for a full overhaul. This might get it back to almost new. Third option is the DIY route. You'd have to carefully empty out all the old fluid, let the battery dry, and then fill it back up with fresh electrolyte. And that, of course, leads to the 4th step. You got to find and buy that new electrolyte fluid, which luckily you can get from most battery vendors. Now, hold on. Before you run out and buy a barrel of electrolytes, we need to have a little reality check here. It's important to know that while these methods can work, they are not magic wands. They're not miracle cures for every single battery. This quote from the source really brings it home. It's a heavy dose of reality for sure. Basically, if a battery has been ignored for way too long, or if it's just fundamentally broken, no amount of new liquid is going to save it. You got to remember, these revival tricks are for batteries that are struggling, not for batteries that are already, well, gone. And this might be the single most important thing to get from all of this. We think about repairing things when they break, right? But with batteries, the game is totally different. You don't really repair them, not in the way you think. It's all about consistent, proactive care. Which, leads us perfectly into our last and honestly most powerful section. If you want your batteries to last for years and give you that reliable power you paid for, the secret isn't in some fancy revival technique. It's actually in a super simple maintenance routine. And look how simple this is. First, just check your electrolyte levels regularly. Don't let them get super low, top them up. Second, every 3 months or so, give them a good supercharge. Get them up to 15 volts. This just keeps the cells happy and healthy. That's it. Just following these basic rules, that's how people get 3, 4, even more years out of their batteries. And that's the real goal here, isn't it? It's also kind of helpful to see the bigger picture here. These tubular batteries, they're workhorses, they're powerful, but they're a bit like a cool classic car. They need your attention. This is totally different from, say, lithium batteries, which are more of a set it and forget it kind of deal. It's all just a trade-off, Cost, maintenance, convenience. You pick what works for you. So that's where we'll leave it with this question for you. You now have the tools to maybe revive a struggling battery, but way more importantly, you have the knowledge to stop this whole problem from ever happening again. The choice is really between a frantic last-minute fix and a simple, easy routine. So, which path are you going to take?